Hello student, let us start with our chapter number 13, Organisms and Population. In that we are going to study different topics such as introduction, organisms and the environment around, major abiotic factors, adaptation, population, population interactions. Let us start with the introduction. Ecosystem. We have learned already. Ecosystem means what? Ecosystem basically made up of biotic as well as abiotic components. While biotic components are nothing but a living organisms, abiotic components are nothing but a non-living organisms. So biodiversity comprises of microorganisms to macroorganisms. Micro means smallest like virus, bacteria, etc. While the macroorganisms includes animals like human beings, monkeys, elephant, etc. So the level of organization involves macromolecules to cell, to tissues, organ system, organisms, population, communities, ecosystem, and biome. So micromolecules, which later on converted into cells, cells with having a similar kind of functions grouped together to form tissue, tissue group together to form organ work together in association type, or you can say in a coordination type, then called as organ system. Whole organ system works for the organisms, and organisms lives in the population is a part of communities leads to form ecosystem, and ecosystem leads to form biome, that we are already did in previous lectures. So ecology is a study of interaction among the organisms and between the organisms and their physiological environment, which was first used by the Ritter scientist but introduced by the Ernest Haeckel, a German scientist. So here we have seen this photograph where the molecule later on the association with the different kinds of cells, tissues, transmits from different kinds of levels of cells, tissue, organ system, organisms, then population, community, ecosystem, and biosphere. So here we have seen the ecological hierarchy. Let us start with our first topic, organisms and the environment. So at the level of organisms, ecology helps to study animals and plant physiology, which help us to understand how the organisms adapt the environment and not only survive but also propagate. So for example, seasons gives us variation, so in the form of rain or snow, that ultimately gives a different biomes like desert, grassland, tropical, etc. So regional and local variation within the each biome is called as habitat, and on earth the life form exists from extreme and harsh condition like desert to the rainforest to the top of Himalayas. So here we have seen the graph of different kinds of area, desert, different kinds of habitat, desert, grassland, temperate forest, tropical forest, coniferous forest. Then we have seen the habitat and Nike. Habitat, it's an area in the environment where the living thing can grow and survive, like forest, ocean, deserts, arctic regions are the examples of habitat. While the Nike, which is a very important topic or which is a very important term, there is a part of habitat where a living thing makes its home. So what is the environment? There is the environment is nothing but everything that surrounds where something lives or grows. The air, plants, earth, water, everything. So here we have seen the differences between the habitat and Nike. As we know, habitat is a physical space while the Nike is an activity performed by the organisms. Habitat is not a species specific, but the Nike is a specific. Habitat get influenced by the temperature, rainfall, abiotic component, but the Nike, it shows a flow of energy from one organism to the another organisms. So for example, a desert and ocean, there is a habitat ka example, and Nike, it's a part of habitat. It does not contain any components. Then we have seen different types of Nike: spatial Nike, habitat Nike, trophic Nike, multidimensional Nike. Spatial or habitat Nike deals with the physical space occupied by the organism. trophic Nike based on the trophic level of an organism in the food chain, and multidimensional or hypervolume considered as a position of an organism in the environment gradient. Next, on this basis of species level, fundamental Nike and realized Nike are two different types. So fundamental Nike, what it involves? It involves this Nike is in the absence of all competitors. That is, it is actually improbable in nature, which is not possible in nature. But the realized Nike having a realistic approach, that is in presence of all competitors from the all resources available in the habitats. So there is a different types of Nikes on the species level: fundamental Nike and realized Nike or realistic Nike. So then we have seen the exercise. Now our next topic is major abiotic factors. So abiotic factors, the non-living factors which plays an important role in maintaining the environment, the balance of the environment. So it's a vital environmental factor, plays an important role in biodiversity and ranges from sub-zero level in a polar to 50 degrees centigrade in a tropical desert. So it decreases from the equator to the pole and from the plains to the mountains. Some unique habitats like a hot spring with a temperature 80 degrees centigrade to the 110 degrees centigrade, while the deep sea hydrothermal went up to around 400 degrees centigrade. So physiology of such kind of organism is very different. So there are different kinds of organism. For example, eurythermal, stenothermal. That is, eurythermal means what? Tolerate wide range of temperature. For example, man, cat, etc. Stenothermal, that tolerate a narrow range of temperature. That is a penguin, python, crocodile, etc. Next, our abiotic factor is the water. There is the availability of water which is responsible for the biotic component. So limited amount of water available, special adaptation for the survival of organism. So productivity and distribution of plants are also heavily depend upon the water. So here in this photo you can see the uh, example, डेजर्ट हैबिटेट का एग्जाम्पल देखा हम लोगों ने. कैक्टस, द प्लांट्स आर स्कैटर्ड हियर एंड देयर बिकॉज ऑफ limited amount of water. For aquatic organism, the chemical composition and pH of water are important. Dissolved salts concentration varies from freshwater stream to ocean, less in freshwater than ocean, and 5 ppt in freshwater streams to 35 ppt in a sea ocean. So for a wide range of salinities, organisms are called as euryhaline, and the narrow region is called as stenohaline, and freshwater species cannot survive in a such condition. Next one is light. Light is next abiotic factor. A solar energy only source of light, plants only source of energy for the ecosystem. Plants use this energy for the photosynthesis, and for the animals too, seasonal variation in a light intensity and duration are the clues for the timing their forgiving, reproductive and migratory activities. So we have seen different kinds of different kinds of abiotic factors. We will in next lecture we will move to the next topic.